What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you stopping by for the first time, do me a real quick favor. See that red subscribe button down below? Go ahead and push that to show your support for the channel. Those of you stopping by that have been here before, welcome back to TLTG Reviews, my friends. Glad you came to see me. So today is a little something different. My sin of the day actually inspired this list. So today we're going to be taking a look at my top 10 favorite clones in my collection. Stay tuned. So starting off at number 10 is actually my scent of the day today. It's almost 1-to-1 in the scent category. Sillage isn't crazy, but the longevity's there. It's definitely an 8-hour fragrance. It's from Sensual Obsessions. It's their formulation of Invictus Aqua 2016. I have a big 50 ml bottle. I did pour the remainder of my decant in here, hence the reason that there's just a small air bubble. I actually overfilled it at one point. This is from a few wearings getting that air bubble. This stuff is pretty spot on to Invictus Aqua 2016. Because of this, I don't need to get my hands on the bottle. Yeah, the collector in me wants to get the original bottle, but the juice is almost 1-to-1 and I don't need it. And this is such a great one. It's an older batch. It's from November. So it's been macerated well and it performs like it should, and it just smells amazing. From Sensual Obsessions at the number 10 spot, Invictus Aqua 2016. Moving into number 9 is actually one that's kind of a hybrid from the house of Dua Fragrances. So it's a combination of Baccarat Rouge 540, the Eau de Parfum, and the Parfum Extrait. It's Casino Royale Room 540. This is some good stuff right here. You get the best of both worlds. It smells so good. And you get that legendary Dua performance. God, this smells so good. It really does. A lot of these mashups from Dua, these hybrids, are incredible. I do have a few of them. Caribbean Supernova is another one of my favorites, which is Virgin Island Water and Elysium. That stuff's incredible. But this one is no slouch, and I love the roulette table casino look for Casino Royale Room 540. Combination of both Baccarat Rouge 540s, and it's great. Don't sleep on this one. Get your hands on it. If you don't have the money to spend on Baccarat Rouge 540, this is a good way to go to get the best of both worlds. Casino Royale Room 540 from Dua. Moving into the number 8 spot, this is truly a 1-to-1 with what it's cloning. The performance is spot on. The scent is spot on. I actually did a full review on this one. I'll leave the review at the end of the video on the end screen. This is from Algos. This is the Portfolio series. This is Royale Stallion. This stuff's incredible. This is identical to Parfums de Marly Pegasus. Oh, it smells so good. That milky, creamy almond with the vanilla is just so good. The presentation is next level on these. I actually have the case right here for it. This is typically what my Game Over light sits on. It's Neroli Portofino's what's holding it up right now, and normally right next to it is Royale Stallion. So I pulled it down for this video. God, I smell it floating in the air. If you like vanilla almond, or you really like Pegasus and you just don't want to spend the money, this is the way to go. This is the best, in my opinion, the best clone of Parfums de Marly Pegasus that you can get your hands on. The quality and the performance are absolutely there, and that's Algos Portfolio Series Royale Stallion. Moving into number 7 is not a house that you're immediately going to think is a clone house, and not everything they do is a clone. Some are just inspired by other things, but when it comes to this one, it's an outright clone when you smell it and the performance you get from it. It's from Mercedes-Benz. It's Mercedes-Benz Intense. This is a dead ringer for Dior Fahrenheit. This is Dior Fahrenheit. There's no leather in the note breakdown, but the smell is 1-to-1. It's heavy on the violet, it's powdery, and it's got a leathery scent to it in the dry down. The performance is there, the smell is there. Oh God, yeah, this is Dior Fahrenheit, no doubt. And you can get it around $32-ish. And the bottle is beautiful with that black gradient design. Embossed the Mercedes-Benz logo, which you can see it right in there. And then the caps, these cylinder style, big heavy duty glass, 4-ounce, 120 ml bottles are amazing. You can get them cheap. The scent quality is there. Mercedes-Benz only uses top level perfumers. And the fragrances they make are great. And this is Dior Fahrenheit. This is cheaper than Dior Fahrenheit, and it's the scent with the performance, and that's Mercedes-Benz Intense. Moving into number 6. This is one you have not seen me talk about on the channel yet. This is the first time it gets featured, because I do have a video lined up for Invictus clones. I know I did Invictus Vibe fragrances recently, but this is an Invictus clone, and there's people that are going to be blindsided by this, because a lot of you probably haven't tried this or smelled this yet. This was sent to me for review by Rayon Tradition. This is called Victorious. This is, and I have several. I have Alexandria Ruthless. I have Babylon Fragrances. I forgot what it's called. It's in the box right here. I have a lot of Invictus clones. Okay, not just Invictus smelling fragrances, but straight up clones of Invictus. This is the most accurate depiction of Invictus. You can see I've put a little dent so far. The most accurate depiction of Invictus I've ever smelled. This smells like they put the juice from Invictus in the bottle. I mean, all these Invictus clones, they give the bubblegum vibe, but they smell a little bit lighter. This has the depth and the sweetness, and it smells identical. The juice color is even spot on. I mean, this is Invictus. I haven't seen it on, it is available on their website. They actually don't have a Fragrantica profile on it yet, but this is 100% the original Invictus. The performance is there and the smell is there. If you're looking for a clone of Invictus, this is the way to go. But at the same time, you can get Invictus for such a good price. There's really no reason to grab an Invictus clone, but if you are looking for one, Victorious from Rayon Tradition is the most accurate one in my opinion. Moving into number 5, we're going right back to the house of Mercedes-Benz, and when you see this one, you're all going to know exactly where I'm coming from and agree with me. It's from Mercedes-Benz, Mercedes-Benz Cologne. This is Dior Own Cologne. Performs a little bit better. The smell is 1-to-1. This stuff is incredible. It is a favorite in the community. It is hard to get a hold of because as soon as it restocks anywhere, it sells out immediately because it's Dior Own Cologne with a little bit better performance. And at a certain time, around the time I got this bottle a while back, you could get them in the low 30s. Now they're in the low 40s. The price is continuing to go up. I have no idea if it's discontinued. I don't think it is, but it may be. And if it is, get them while you can. When they come up, they sell out immediately because this is some good stuff right here. This is Dior Homme Cologne through and through in a beautiful Mercedes-Benz bottle with that light blue gradient design, the white on the cap. Bottle's beautiful on this one too. And the scent is a dead ringer. That's Mercedes-Benz Cologne. Moving into number 4, one from Alexandria Fragrances that is very, very popular in the community because it actually outperforms what it's a clone of. And if you were to go with the X straight version, this is more what it's a clone of, I find, than the Parfum Cologne. And the performance is on par. This is from Alexandria. It's Zion. This is a favorite for everyone. Because a lot of people say it smells like Elysium, the Parfum Cologne, when in actuality, it's a clone of Elysium, the Parfum. The $490, $550, whatever price it is bottle. That's what this is a clone of. And it has the performance to go with it too. Heavy sillage, every bit of 10 hours. This stuff is incredible. The smell is great. This is probably, I know it's one of the best sellers from Alexandria, but there's a chance that this is their best seller because this is what I see people talk about the most from Alexandria because it is such a good clone of Elysium from Roja. And I gotta say, I'll probably do a comparison video at some point because I do have the Parfum Cologne. But for now, I just gotta come out and say it. Alexandria Zion is a banger of a clone. Moving into number 3, we're sticking with Alexandria right here. This is one of my favorite clones, hence the reason it's in the top 3. This stuff's incredible. I can just pull the cap off and just smell it all the time. It's Royal Equestrian clone, Parfums de Marly Layton. Spicier. It's a little bit spicier than Layton. It's still got a heavy dose of vanilla, but it's more spice than vanilla, whereas the authentic Parfums de Marly Layton is more vanilla than spices. But this stuff is a performer. It smells, I would say 90 to 95% of Layton. Oh God, it smells so good. Compliment magnet, performance monster. This thing is a beast. It's been around for a long time with Alexandria. This is probably one of their better sellers as well, because this stuff's incredible. This is the older style label. I've had it for a while. I don't wear it all the time. I've worn it a few times because you don't need a lot of sprays. You can pre-spray this one and you're good, because the sprayer on this puts out plenty of juice. God, it smells so, so good. So if you were looking for a good latent clone, in my opinion, it doesn't get much better than Royal Equestrian from Alexandria. Moving into number 2. So I cherish this bottle because newer batches don't seem to perform as well. I don't have the newest batch. From what I understand, Kevin told me the performance issue's been fixed with the newest batch of this. But you can tell by the bottle that I have an older formulation of Bond number 9, Andy Warhol from Sensual Obsessions. You can tell this is an old 60 ml with a little dent in it. I cherish this stuff. This is the bottle. I smell this almost every day. This is the best plum fragrance I have ever smelled. This is sweet. This is incredible. This batch performs. I do have a newer batch than this as well. Doesn't perform as well, but the newest batch supposedly performs like this. So I can't verify nor deny if it does or not. That's just what I was told. But this is, I know for a fact, Kevin's best seller from Sensual Obsessions, because this is the one that gets the most hype in the community, and this is just such a damn good fragrance. If you were thinking of trying something, getting sample sets or just getting an individual sample from Sensual Obsessions for one to try, absolutely you need to try Andy Warhol, their formulation of Bond number 9. And moving into the number 1 spot, this one may not surprise anyone, because this is probably the most popular clone on the market. And in my opinion, it's better than what it's a clone of. It's from Argos, Club de NOIR Intense Man. This is a old 2018 batch. This is a Smoky Magic batch. That's not super heavy on the fruit. I did wear it last week. This stuff is incredible. I know it's trivial and very controversial to say that it's better than Invictus, because in my opinion, I'd rather have this than Invictus. I do have a bottle of Invictus and I wear this more because I like the performance of this and I like how it's smokier, because I have a 19S11 batch of Invictus, which is a little bit fruitier. Don't get me wrong, smells incredible, but I do like this more. There's Invictus lovers that are going to freak out that watch this video by me saying this, but I do like this better than Invictus. This is my favorite clone that I own. And as far as what I can tell, this is the most popular clone out there on the market. Could be wrong. This is just what I see. And it's incredible. You can get it cheap. You can get it in that $30 range. I don't know how the newer batches perform, but I can tell you these older batches, they're every bit of 10-hour fragrances with a heavy sillage and heavy projection. And the compliment factor on these is very, very high. So at the number 1 spot, Argos, Club de NOIR Intense Man. So I have a feeling some of these you were expecting, maybe not necessarily in this order, and some of these may have surprised you. But until next time, do me a real quick favor, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate all the feedback. I love hearing from you guys. Do you agree with my list? How many of these do you have? How many of these do you plan on getting? What would be your favorite, 3, 5, or 10 clones that you have, that you've tried? Let me know down in the comments below. And until next time, I will say this. If you get your hands on any of these, and you give them a spray now, you know where I'm going with this. You might just thank me later. Have a good one, guys.